Hi, my name is Kevin, and I'm doing a review of the Ultrasabers Prophecy or the Prophecy V3 lightsaber hilt. I actually had this one for a while, and I'm inspired to do the review because of how much I really like this hilt. Um, so I got this as a stunt saber. So you'll notice that there's the kind of recommended pommel that's just flat. um, does have a cover tech clip, which, even though I've never used for its intended purpose, is really handy. I'll get to that in a minute. Just has it has a silver non-illuminated AV switch. You can see that with it all lit, blade lit there. I'm sorry for the video quality. I think you can see that I did choose blue, which, if I go more to the tip of this, you can see that more of the blue color. Um, I like that it has the two brass retaining screws here. It's actually this one that holds the blade in the hilt itself. The whole thing, I mean, the body, aside from the cover tech clip, the switch, and the brass screws, it's one piece of aluminum. It's quite lightweight and insanely durable. I really, really like its simplicity. Um, I don't know if you you can see that mine is quite a bit scuffed up. I actually use this. This is one of my go-to hilts. I duel in Lightspeed Saber League, which is why I have a kind of different blade in there. We use narrower blades or thinner blades that end up being a lot lighter weight. Um, they won't take quite the same beating that the more standard 1 inch blade will, but this is what we use in the league, and it works perfect. I actually have a little adapter inside the hilt. It's kind of like a cuff around this blade that works. Um, so let's get to what I actually really, really like about this saber is that it's in its design. I think you can see, like, with these machined indentations, and then the angled emitter, and even these brass retaining screws, it kind of is reminiscent of like an Anakin or a Vader hilt, but without being an Anakin or a Vader hilt. Because as cool as those look and as classic and awesome as those are, if you're getting this saber or getting any saber for some kind of actual dueling purposes, something that is inspired by but not quite a replica is probably the thing you're going to want to go for. So the things that some of the features that I really like that have helped me in dueling are the multiple choke points. So these kind of thinner areas of the blade, if I'm doing what we kind of call a standard grip, if I hold the blade closer to the emitter, it feels a bit more balanced and a little bit more maneuverable. And then I can go for a two-handed grip, and the other my other hand can get that other choke point, and it's a good solid two-handed grip. The hilt doesn't feel like it's going to slip out, and it's a nice, real comfortable thing, even in protective gloves, which is kind of another thing. I wear lacrosse gloves for dueling, and so being able to have those, like, kind of easily feelable choke points is really good. I will say the lower choke point, if you're going to go try to get just a little bit more reach, this is a good thing to hold on to there. And then for maximum reach, I've actually found that I end up using the cover tech clip as another grip. So with this, so I'll hold the saber from way back here, so that if I'm fighting with one hand, I get kind of maximum reach, maximum length, and that cover tech clip gives me something to hold on to. So that's what makes this a really awesome dueling saber. It's very easy to operate, simple touch on, push on, push off switch. A lot of other sabers that you might find out there these days, the operations have so many options, and they'll even play movie quotes and John Williams soundtrack and all that, which is great. And you can have motion controls. With one motion, you can turn it on or off. But if you're actually going to be dueling with a saber, it's nice to have a simple mechanical on-off. So that's an asset here. So opening this up, I will say actually, the piece of threaded machined aluminum that makes up the pommel is itself fairly substantial. So that's a good thing. And the battery pack that I'm using is, I did the standard setup. I do actually recommend using rechargeable batteries, rechargeable AAAs, because why buy more batteries if you don't have to, right? Just recharge them, keep using them. The one thing that I did find that I have had to do to make this really work for dueling is I end up with a piece of pool noodle because I'm not sure, it might be a little hard to see, but with the battery seated up there, there's a bit of travel, a bit of empty space in the hilt between where the pommel actually is in there and the base of that. So I found that when I was using the hilt, when I was dueling, the battery pack was kind of floating around and shaking. So just a bit of pool noodle, shove that in the hilt, and then close it on up, and it's just fine. It fits well. The pool noodle is totally non-reactive, and it just acts as a bit of, I guess, insulation of some sort, and it's been fine. So there's that. So all around, I'd say 5 out of 5 stars for the Ultrasabers Prophecy V3 custom lightsaber. I will say, in looking at what they presently have as the express options, I think it comes with a guarded switch. I really like the look of the silver non-illuminated AV switch, and it feels good in my hand, and I mean, if I really try, I can squeeze it and turn it on and off. But that, like, if once it's actually on, I'm not gonna accidentally turn it off, so that's been fine. And the battery life, I don't think it draws a lot of power, and because it's drawing from 4 AAA batteries, the blade will get gradually dimmer, and it kind of like, oh, that's a signal that you should replace or recharge your batteries. But that's that. All right. Take care, and I recommend it. You should get one. All right.